If you thoughtlessly enter your PAN card in any app thinking that nothing will happen, let me tell you, you might receive an income tax notice. Why? Let's understand in detail. Suppose you enter your PAN card in a fantasy gaming app. There are many apps while creating an account, which is sometimes necessary to enter. Or if you have opened your Demat account, then there also the PAN card is necessary. Even if you want to trade in crypto, want to invest, then you have to enter your PAN card there as it is compulsory. So whatever app it is, if you have provided your PAN card, then whenever you make any profit, if you make a booking or even in some cases, if you just sell that asset, then there from 1% to up to 30% tax, meaning TDS, is deducted from your account. For example, if you sell any crypto, in this case, 1% tax is deducted, section 194 under SK. Whereas if you win any money in a fantasy gaming app or in any gaming app or win money from anywhere, in this case, up to 30% TDS can be deducted, section 194. Under B. Now you might say, what's new in this? We know this. But let me tell you, these days, TDS deduction has become such a common thing that we don't take it seriously. But just think, if you have done a transaction of 1 lakh rupees somewhere,
so in this case, if your 1% TDS is deducted, it would be 1000 rupees.
So what do? You said a tax deduction at source of 1000 rupees was deducted. That's how it is. It's a process and you forget about it. But let me tell you that this 1000 rupee transaction that got deducted because of this, the 1 lakh rupees, these have been credited to your PAN card. Now suppose you did a transaction once in a year and 1% TDS was also deducted, then it is not a big deal. 100,000 rupees only. What say? However, sometimes you get so involved in a gaming app or you do a lot of trading or you invest a lot in crypto, trade a lot or any such app or any such the process where your TDS is deducted and it's happening multiple times a year. It could be that within 1 year, you've used that 1 lakh rupees to make multiple transactions. Suppose you made transactions 100 times. Then the amount recorded on your PAN card will be very large. Now, because of this, let's understand how you might receive an income tax notice. And besides this, how you can check how much TDS has been deducted by which company and recorded against your PAN card, I will also tell you further. I will tell you. By the way, if you want us to make a video on how to file an ITR, do comment. If we receive a good number of comments, we will bring a video on this topic as well. So recently there was a case in which a person did trading in F&O in 2014, which means about 11 years ago from today.
And that person was the farmer. But as happens with most people, the same happened with him. And he incurred a loss of 26 lakh rupees at that time. Well, this doesn't happen to everyone, but it happened to him. And after that, he stopped trading in F&O. Now, because he suffered a loss, he didn't feel it necessary to include this in his ITR.
He should have reported it. That is, he did not file any income tax return, did not file any ITR because he had a loss. He knew he wasn't going to get anything, so he didn't file an ITR either. What happened because of this? That in 2021, meaning how many years later, in 2021, this case came to the attention of the income tax department, and when they assessed it, they saw that the transactions left out were very significant. So what happened in 2021? His case was reopened. Whatever the reason may be, after this,
in 2022,
a notice was sent to him, which was sent through email and such. But he did not receive the notice, and in this notice, the income tax department only wanted to know what happened with the numerous transactions he had done. Did he make a profit? Did he incur a loss? The income tax department wanted this information from him, but he didn't check any emails. No notice could reach him. After this, the income tax department, these 69 crore rupees worth of sales and purchases was considered as profit. Now see, it was not actually his profit, but because he did not respond, it was considered profit and an ex parte order was made against him. in which it was said that she has to deposit 69 crore rupees in the income tax department. Now after this, when this order was sent to her in 2023, even then she did not receive this order. If she wasn't receiving notices, how would she receive the order? So, he did not find out about this order either. After this, the income tax department had no option left. So in December 2024, his bank account was frozen. When the bank account was frozen, he found out that a notice of 69 crore rupees was issued against him. Now he wants to appeal against this order, but he can't even appeal because to appeal against the order, he needs a minimum. The 20% amount has to be deposited first, and you can understand that the 20% of 69 crore would be approximately 13 crore rupees. So where will he arrange such money from? Due to which there is still a threat that his remaining properties might get attached. So what mistake did he make? The mistake he made was that he did not file the ITR. So now see, even though he did not file the ITR at that time, the case opened after so many years. And the more years later the case is opened, the more interest you have to pay and penalties too. So in today's time, if you are entering your PAN card in any app, you should at least have the information on how much TDS has been deducted in your name. Now look, whether this was discovered through TDS in this case, we can't say. But recently what happened with a friend of mine is that he started trading or investing in crypto this year, and he trades in actual cryptocurrency. Like we trade in crypto futures and options. I'm not talking about that. So what did he do? Dansa IP because he was buying cryptocurrency many times, selling it many times. So before today, he never felt the need to file an ITR. But this year, he thought he had done a lot of work in crypto, so he should avoid any trouble. So he thought he would file his ITR this time. For this, the CA told him to provide his 26AS statement. In addition, provide the bank statement. Now, because he didn't have an account in the income tax department, the CA created his account, and when the CA downloaded his 26AS statement, he was shocked upon seeing it. Because in his 26AS, the crypto app he was trading in showed 72 lakh rupees of the amount was credited to his account, and 72,000 rupees were deducted as TDS. According to him, he has never made a transaction of 72 lakh rupees, and he hasn't even done a transaction of 8 lakh rupees. So now how did this 72 lakh rupees transaction get recorded on his PAN card? Now he is going around a lot because of this, and I will even show you his Form 26AS statement. Now, this is his 26th statement, which is the annual tax statement. Here, we have changed his data so that we cannot publicly reveal his information. So now I will show you the data where the transaction is listed under his name. Here, the name of the company that deducted the money under his name was the one from which it was deducted with the time. Because the company that deducts money has a tax identification number, they deducted money from there, and the total amount deducted is 72,991 rupees. And why was it deducted? According to them, the amount of 72,99,197 rupees was paid, on which this much TDS is applicable. And even after this, there are complete details of when the transactions took place and when it was booked. The last transaction shown is of 23rd December 2024, which was booked on 6th February 2025, and the amount here is 31,814 rupees with tax deducted of 318 rupees. After this, you can see 19,000, 19,000, 19,000, approximately 3 transactions around 19,000. And even if you look closely, you will see that on the 21st of December, there are many transactions. There are also many transactions on the 19th of December. There are also many transactions on the 12th of December. This is the date of booking, but the transaction date is showing here, the amount is showing here, and the TDS is also visible here. And if we look at the amount for the whole year, this money has come from one company. After that, the actual amount that comes from another place is also there. After this, under section 194H automatic or H, some money also comes to him. So all that data is visible here. From each company, wherever money has been deducted, the TDS deducted is all shown here. And if you are salaried, your TDS would already be deducted under section 194.